Okay, welcome back everyone. I am really looking forward to this video because I have something super fun on my craft table today. This is a crafty advent calendar from Spellbinders, and if you want to pause the video right now and go order yours, feel free to pause, go grab one because these are going to go really quickly. So last year they had these and I saw them and I had major FOMO because I didn't end up ordering one, and then I was watching everybody use them throughout December and I had major regrets about not getting one. Well, this year Spellbinders asked if they could send it over to me and I immediately said yes. So they sent this to me to be able to show you and create with, and this is so fun. So let's go ahead and see what this is all about. So what this is it's an advent calendar. If you don't know what an advent calendar is it is a little calendar and it has 24 little openings. Now, when I was younger, these were chocolate calendars and they were so fun. It's one thing that I still do with my kids each and every year. In fact, my mom even buys me a chocolate advent calendar every year because I still want to be a kid. So this is just like something like that, but inside each box, you are going to have something crafty related. So these are going to be for card making. So it does say this is especially for card makers. We're going to find dies, embossing folders, embellishments, stamps, and stencils within each of these little openings. So there are 24 openings. So starting on December 1st, you would open up the first little box, see what's inside, and then you can create with it. Now, I think I did hear that not all of the supplies are, I don't think that they are Christmas related. So I don't think that you are going to be limited with the contents inside. Let's look at the back. I think, see, because one of them, it shows you, one of them is an ice cream cone and one of them looks to be like a little turtle with a balloon. So these look like they are not going to be specific to Christmas, which I really appreciate about that because by the time I do this in December, I've already made all of my Christmas cards, right? I'm that girl who sends her Christmas cards out on December 1st. So I'm not really going to be wanting to make Christmas things in December. I'm just going to want to create. So let's read what it says. It says, this delightful advent calendar contains 24 crafty surprises, including cutting dies, stamps, embossing folders, stencils, and embellishments. You just add paper, inks, and adhesive to create dozens of projects. Now, one thing you do need to know is that you are going to need a cutting machine in order to use the cutting dies and the embossing folders. So I am going to actually do a little spoiler. I'm going to open up the first box because I thought, you know what, why don't we just have fun and open one up and start creating? Now, of course, you would wait until December 1st, but I'm going to go ahead and just open one up. That way you can get an idea for what to expect. So if you do not want to be spoiled with what is in box number 1, you will want to stop watching now. But if you want to be inspired to see what is in the first box and what I do with it, then go ahead and keep watching. All right, let's go ahead and open up this first little box. Okay, can I just say that this is so exciting because as an adult, there are just rarely elements of surprise anymore, right? I mean, this is just so exciting to have something so fun. Okay, oh, look at the cute little car. Okay, so then there's another little enclosure here, and we have, oh, it's kind of a little preview of what it's going to be. So in our first little box, we have little cutting dies. Isn't that fun? So let's see. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, let me make sure this is nice and closed. And let's open this up. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in just a moment here, but oh, so cute. We have the car and we have a gift. We have the little bow embellishments. This looks like, is this supposed to be part of the car? This might be part of the car. And then we have a little for you die and then the wheels. How cute. Now, I wonder if this kind of gives an idea of what it's all supposed to look like. Oh, okay, so that other piece, this, oh, it's going to be like a present wrapped around the card. See how this piece is going to go down here. Okay, so cute. So let's go ahead and let's create with this. This is going to be very adorable. Okay, so I went ahead and grabbed some paper. I also am going to use just my little mini die cutting machine because we have such many pieces. I like that it doesn't take up too much room and we can just cut out fairly quickly. Okay, so what I'm thinking is first and foremost, I have to have a pink car. So I want to start with my known decisions first. I know the car has to be pink because how cute. I can't decide if I'm going to do a card or if I want to do a little gift tag. So time will tell. First, I just need to see the actual pieces cut out, and then I feel like I'll be inspired from there. Okay, let's run through this first piece, and let's see how, oh my goodness, I love it because it embosses, or yeah, it kind of embosses a little bit. It kind of does little puncture marks. Now, can you open? Ooh, you could, oh, those come out. Bethany, I'm wondering if you can open the window. No, you pop those out. How cute. Okay, so we're gonna pop those out. There is our car. Now, as I'm going to set these to the side. And in fact, I'm gonna bring in my little magnet. And I like to do this because I then can get everything organized. And then I know anything that's still on my craft mat still needs to be cut. Okay, so the next thing that I think I'll do is, I think I'll do the gift. And I want to do, I'm thinking I want to do the gift in this color. And all of my cardstock that I'm using is Concord 9th. And I'm going to make quick work out of this. So I'm also going to add these little pieces if I can. Can I add these all together? I might have to grab another little piece of this gold. Oh, I think I can do it. I'm going to grab some tape there. I'm going to run all this through at the same time just to make quick work out of it. Now, where is the little for you supposed to go? I wonder. And really, I mean, there's no right or wrong way to do these things. You just can make your own creative decisions. But let's get these cut out, and then I think I'm going to actually do maybe the top of the present in the darker green, because I really want to bring this juniper color in. I have some non-traditional Christmassy colors going on, but I think I can have fun with the juniper by bringing in a fun kind of green. Okay, so here are our little ribbon pieces. I'm done with these. Do I have everything? Oh, one more. Okay, and again, once I'm done with them, I can put them on this magnet for 1, so I don't lose them, for 2, so I know that I have cut them out. Okay, so I think I will run this through one more time because I think I want this piece to be out of the dark green. I think that would be super cute. Okay, so in fact, it's going to cut out the whole thing, so I can decide once it's cut out if I want which color combination I want. If I want the box to be dark green and then the top to be that lighter mint. We have options. Now, you do not have to make this Christmassy. You can absolutely make this to look like maybe you're going to a birthday party or something like that. 'Tis the season where I'm just making some Christmassy type of things, so I'm kind of choosing colors that are a little bit more geared towards the holiday season. But I'm also going to bring this in so I can keep cutting. But you can use this first little die set all year round, so don't worry about making it for Christmas or something like that. Just craft for the season that you're in. You could absolutely just use a different color of cardstock and completely change the tone of this card. Okay, now I'm going to need to run the wheels through once more. Here's my gift options. There we go. So I'm done with that. And let me do one more cut for the wheels. And I did that inner part, oops, sorry, that was off camera, out of gold. Oh, that's going to be adorable. Okay, one more and we will be ready to start gluing. Oh, and so for the For You, look at this. It's gonna go on the car. And again, you make your own rules. You don't need to do like the example, but I like that. So I'm going to end up embossing that in the car. But let me run through this last little cut real quick and then we'll do that part. I think that looks good. And let's get that embossed. So it's just gonna press that right into the paper. Oh, cute. Oh, I love it. Okay, there we go. How fun. Oh, I really like that. Okay, very neat. So now I can place all of these to the side. We are all done. Okay, so I actually think I am going to do a card. Again, you could go do a gift tag. I think that would be absolutely adorable for this die set, especially the little For You. But I just really want to make a card today. You ever just feel like making a card? Or maybe not, or I don't know, just maybe doing something on a bigger scale. That's probably what I mean. Okay, so I'm going to do a little masking here. And I actually just made a card like this for Christmas time. You guys will see that card pretty soon. And that is really, really fun. So you'll see that inspiration soon, but I'm going to use a similar technique that I did on that card. I'm going to take this masking tape. This is just Post-it tape, and everything that I use will be linked below. And again, please pause the video and go get your advent calendar. Please don't be like me last year and totally regret it. Oh gosh, I was so regretting it. Okay, I'm gonna bring in this color Tide Pool, which is the same color that I used for this cardstock here. And let's open this up and do just some really light ink blending. So here we go. I'm going to tap a lot of that off because I want to go really light. And I think what I want to do is have it be darker at the bottom and then really light at the top. So we're just going to go very gradually up. Do a little ombre. And with that top color, we're just doing enough so that it isn't white. Okay, going heavier at the bottom. And I think I'm almost about got my bottom color. When I have most of my bottom color, I'll just bring whatever's left to do the top, to do a really subtle little fade there. Okay, so far I think we're doing good. I'm going to deepen a little bit at the bottom and then focus on the mid-tone area. That way we have just a more gradual transition there. But I think we are about there. And sometimes I worry about, you know, if it's going to look blotchy or even, but each and every time that I pull the masking tape off, it always just ends up looking so smooth. I feel like when you're working on it, it looks, I don't know, just you kind of overthink it because you're just looking at it too long. It's like when you look at a spelling word and after a while you start really doubting if it's even spelled right. Have you ever done that? Looked at a word so long and you're like, wait, what is that even spelled right anymore? It's because you're overthinking it. Okay, so now I'm going to peel this off. Okay. And this off. And the top and bottom. And now I have a nice little area. And I wanted it to be nice and small because we're working with some small things here. How cute. Oh my goodness, I love it. So let's go ahead and start kind of building this up. Before though, I'm going to add a little snowy backdrop. Okay, so this tends to get everywhere. So what I'm going to do is cover my little die cut pieces so that they don't get snow on them. Actually, that wouldn't hurt really because they would just be a part of the snowy scene. Let me add a little bit of white there and a little water, just a tiny bit. Okay, let's see here. Do a little test right over on the side. Might need more. I really need to get a new brush for this. It's not the best brush option. There we go. Ooh, don't overdo it now. Kind of focusing more at the top because the car is going to obviously, whoop, good thing the car is going right there. Okay. Okay, perfect. So just settle. We'll put the car right, that's actually exactly where the car is going to go, so we don't need to worry about that little whoopsie. Let me remove my panel here. And then what I'll do is let this dry off to the side and we will start gluing our little car together. Isn't that pretty though? Okay, let's focus on the card while the panel dries, and let's start nice and easy. We know the wheels are going to go right here, so we'll place those on just like so. And I think they go that way. Do they get tucked under? Guess I should check. I'm always, oh no, they go on top. Okay, just making sure. And I'm actually going to bring in a little pickup tool just to help with some of these pieces. So now we have our little gold pieces going right on top. Nudge those into position. Those look great. Now I kind of ripped my paper there with that tape. I don't quite have a handle for my tape sometimes. Now we'll do the present. Now I have to decide, do I want to do, I'm going to do the darker one only because my panel has so much of this lighter color that I think the darker one will have more contrast. So that's what we'll do there. Let's put the present together first. Should I do it all in one color with the lid in the same color? No, I kind of do like having the contrast of the lid being a different color. I think that's kind of fun. So let's add just a little bit of glue here. And put our lid on. Kind of nudge it so it goes a little bit over the sides. Here we go. Every time I get it, I move it around. Good thing for liquid glue. Have a little wiggle time. Okay. If I look at the back, I can probably line it up better. Okay. There we go. There's our little present. And then I think we just plop it right on top of the car. Is that right? Well, I think that's what I'm going to do. So, add a little glue here. How cute. Putting a big old package right on the card, or car. That's going to go on the card. Okay. There we go. Very fun. Now what I want to do is, I think this goes next. Does that go next? So we'll add this, and I might need to trim it off a little bit at the top. Okay, I think tweezers are going to be super helpful here. This is just a very delicate little piece. So we'll add our glue just ever so slightly. We don't want too much. And there. And I'm going to have it kind of, well, should I do this so it's in the middle? Yeah. Let's do that. I was going to have it kind of line up with that door, but I think visually, once it gets up to that present, it would look better going right through the middle. Okay. Very nice. Now I'm just going to take some scissors and trim and trim. Okay, cute. Then we have our little bow. How's this gonna look? I think it goes like this. So let's add this little piece first, and I'm gonna go like that so that it can get complete contact with the present, and then we'll overlap it here, I think, and then do that. Okay, now that might need to sit for a minute, so I'm going to set this to the side, and I'm actually going to put a little block on this. That way that really sets really nicely. Okay, that is great and done. Let's focus on this now. I think this is nice and dry. Yep, looks great. I will really quickly just grab my mini trimmer and scoot you over. I'm going to take 1/4 of an inch. No, I'm going to take, should I do 1/4 of an inch off each side? Yeah, let's do that. 1/4 of an inch off each side. So I want this to be really kind of small. So this is gonna go 5 inches there, and then I'll give you the final dimensions in just a second. So we are going to have, I think it's going to be 5 by 3 3/4. Okay. Oh, I love it. Okay, so we have 3 3/4 by 5 inches, and that's our final panel. That'll be really pretty. So then we'll have 1/4 of an inch margin around our A2 size card base. Let's bring in our score buddy here, and I have 110-pound cardstock. This is at 11 by 4 1/4. I'm going to make a top folding card, so I'm going to place my score mark right at 5 1/2. That is center of 11. And then, there we go. Okay, let's bring this little card panel in and add some foam tape to the back. Oops. Okay. Open up my card base and let my magnets hold that down. Okay, and with my foam tape off, let's see, I had it going this way. Let's just place that there. Okay, there we are. Pretty, pretty. So now that this is all done, I think I'm going to have this, oops, goodness. Oh, I need to put some foam tape on that anyway. Oh, does this have little pieces that come out from the inside? Let's see. Oh, they're just tiny little cut lines. Okay, there we go. Perfect. I think I will add some foam tape to the back of this. I also like adding foam tape to the back just because then it kind of adds another little adhesive and makes the whole little piece just that much stronger. So we're kind of, you know, gluing it from the back as well. Okay, now I'll just take these little pieces off. This is my favorite sequins to use pretty much year-round, but I like it during the holiday season as well because it kind of just looks snowflake-ish to me. I think it just makes it really whimsical and pretty. So I'm going to add just a couple, probably 3 at the top, and then a couple down here, and we will be Good to go. Oh, I think that's really cute. I'm not going to overthink it. I like it. And it's holographic, so it kind of takes on a different color how you look at it and when you tilt it. So that just adds to the fun and playfulness of it. So I'll bring in my glue and place these right on down. Okay, and last one there. Oh, I think that's super cute. Okay, so there is our very first project that we were able to create by opening up our first little day one of our advent calendar. Isn't that so fun? I am really excited that I get to do this year. It's so fun to just open something up and just see where creativity takes you. It's just a really kind of refreshing way to craft. Again, you do not have to make this for Christmas. Because of the season that I'm crafting in, I wanted to do something a little bit more Christmassy, but absolutely just change up your colors. You could make this very spring-like. You could make it for a birthday. And whatever you do with colors can really change the tone of this card. So be sure to go grab one. I'm really excited to see what else is going to be inside all of these little boxes. It's going to be so fun. So let me know if you are going to grab one of these this year or if you did this last year. And if you enjoyed watching this, be sure to give this a thumbs up. Don't forget to check everything out in the description box below. That's where you're going to find a link to this as well as all of the supplies I used to bring the card together. All right, everyone, see you soon.